Do you buy like special editions? Like, do you have multiple editions of certain books that you like? Because I always think that looks cool when people have like the same book and there's a bunch of different editions of it.
You know what's a really hard one to find? Like a nice special edition of Lord of the Rings. In 3 books. There's that really big one, and they sell like leather bound and like a regular one.
I feel like there's a certain type of thing that we would like, where like all 3 books are separate and they look really cool, and we haven't quite found that yet.
Yeah, it's just I would like to find like a nice version of that. Same, I want to get the illustrated versions of all the A Song of Ice and Fire, but they stopped it to the first 3.
Like they're doing with the Harry Potter illustrated editions.
Yeah, but like they're still doing them, which is nice. Like they did the last one like 6 years ago, and since then like, no, we're good. We're just gonna pull a George R. R. Martin and just stop. So
well, I mean, it makes sense.
It does make sense. So why would you continue a product people will buy? For the people that buy books, and there's a whole thing about it that makes me happy because it doesn't mean society is as much decline as like
it's a good thing that people are buying books and reading. Agree.
Yeah.
Literacy. Great.
You know what's kind of crazy too is like your community. If you look at not Books TV. What do they call the YouTube community? BookTube. It's like
big,
a massive community
and like growing.
It's bigger than the board game hobby. It's crazy. It's really really big, and there's some cool stuff out there. My back. What one is that from? I still have lots more footage of books than games. No room to expand though. Just gotta get rid of that bed that's in that room. Just stop sleeping.
Or put them like sleep on top of the books.
There you go.
You could put just like a mattress on top of books.
That's true. Clara has 10 editions of each Harry Potter book. You have amazing. A lot too.
Yeah, I have a couple.
Yeah. Well, then you sold a bunch.
I just started getting the like Mina Lima version of the Harry Potter books. I asked for those for like Christmas or something, and they're really cool. So I've been kind of
the one that was damaged, right?
Well, yeah, the first one I got was damaged. I bought it for myself because it was on sale. Yeah. I was like, I want to get it now. Yeah. But I like how they have like things that you pull out and like play with, and then there's illustrations and stuff. They're awesome.
Yeah. We got my Dresden File books with my Witcher books with my Lord of the Ring books, all right. All right there. All right there. I was saying I walk by a non-smile.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not acknowledging what you own, you got to get some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah. Do you all prefer soft or hardcover books?
I mean, it's very situation dependent. So I like hardcover books from the look of them. But if I'm reading, I now prefer softcover because they're easier. Like I read when I eat, so it's like easier to hold a book down with my hands. I hate that feeling when you're opening a book and it like if you break the spine, just
that cracking noise. Yeah,
it's the worst. So it's like easier with softcover because that doesn't really happen.
You know what's also really like I love hardcover, but you know what's really annoying is when you store them all vertical. Do you know like the binding slowly pulls away, so there's that gap at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens on like all the books. Yeah. Because they just don't do binding like they used to. So.
Okay, you like hardcover? I mean, I feel like hardcover just looks the best on shelves.
Like I've now embraced the talking for an hour before playing. We're at 46 minutes, so we're doing pretty good.
I'm all hyped because I just talked for an hour on the video, so I'm good to go.
It's
also, I have my Peppy juice, so that helps.
Red Bull?
Bailey's. Oh. I need another B word.
Books.
No, like
bargain
instead of juice, like
beverage.
Yeah, but that's just like what it is. Like a pump up. I don't know.
Bump up.
Bailey's bump.
A
Bailey's bump.
Bonanza.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see. So normally when I like drink a little, then I get really sleepy. So
yeah, I don't know why she made this choice.
You know how normally it's like I get on stream and I'm like yawning and I'm tired, and then you guys get me and I have my second wind. This could be the opposite. So we'll see how it goes.
Or she just crashes halfway through this.
Bailey's boost. Oh, that's a good one.
Bailey's boost.
Yeah, right. Excellent.
Everyone's
on board with that.
Don't get me started talking about way too much fudge food. BDI. George R. Martin can't write a book once every 15. Yeah, I know.
What's fudge?
It's text-to-speech still. So you just have to kind of figure out what he's saying, roughly.
I forgot it's Keith. All right. Keith is not going to say the right thing.
When I was younger, I preferred soft cover, but as I got older, there's something that hardcover is just incredible. Yeah. And like if you read a soft cover a lot, like the binding gets all messed up on the outside, which is kind of annoying.
I don't like that. I am a little more careful. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're really careful, it's not so bad, right? You just don't read the book.
Yeah.
So,
Mina
Lima ones are gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I only have the first 2 right now, so I'm working on collecting those.
The portability of paperbacks is unbeatable.
Oh, also fair. Weight.
Yeah.
Hardcover is just heavier.
You know what's the only thing about portability with paperbacks is I hate putting them in book bags because the corners get messed up.
You know what you need? Book sleeves.
Yeah, you said you were going to get me one, so.
Did I?
Yeah. You were like, I'll get you one. I never did because I don't know what I'm looking for.
There's like little pockets so you put your book in.
Yeah, right. Sounds complicated.
Also, okay. Oh, no. All right. Back to my original point. When have you ever traveled with a book? I feel like you don't.
I do.
Like on your work trips, you don't take one, do you?
Yeah.
Where do you put it? In your backpack?
In my backpack.
In the little blue
if
one?
If it's a small one, it goes in the front. If it's in the big
then you
one,
definitely
it's in the
do
back.
need one.
Yeah.
I know, birthday present.
Yeah.
Find a fun one. I'm just gonna like write that down.
That's fine. I have literally never heard softcover, hardcover, or paperback. Or hardcover and paperback is the only way I know. Also, hardcover forever. Paperback is too flimsy. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I guess I more commonly refer to them as paperbacks. I don't use softcover very often.
I got beverage here. Boost, Bailey's Boost. It's my kind of thing right now that I'm just gonna roll with the hit. There you go. Comic Con Stephen King collection, entire series of Star Wars, Star Trek, Warriors, cat characters, and Greek history. Is that all your books, Anthony? That's awesome. Dragon Shield for books. God, if they listen.
Oh, that would be fun.
I'm still saying that we need a Harry Potter LCG. They have the one battle co-op game, and I tried to reach out to the company for it, but they're kind of weird to get in touch with because it's a book publishing company that makes the game. Opry?
Do you want me to reach out to them?
If you can find a way to. I couldn't even find a way to.
What are they? Osprey?
Something like that. We have to look at.
I feel like
just
I've
look
heard of
up
that
Harry
before.
Potter co-op game or something like that.
Oh boy.
That's all it is. Don't use Google though. Okay, so don't get me
Is it a
started
board
on
game?
my Stephen King collection.
Hogwarts Battle?
Yeah, that one.
Hogwarts Battle?
Yeah.
So they are games.
No, but they're also books.
Oh.
Hey, wait, there's a link. Click on the link.
Okay. Oh, I did the wrong one.
That's Ishin.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Categories? Look at a lot of games. No, interesting.
Pretty sure there was books too.
Huh.
Oh, I'm thinking of another brand. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so Dragon Shell, I'm still saying them in the LCG. Okay, don't get me started on Stephen King. I also have a very large Stephen King
Yes,
collection.
you have almost all of them.
Yeah. Except for a few of the rare ones that are really hard to get. And I'm missing some of the Dark Tower early on. I'm trying to get hardcover for them. I mean, I have the soft cover, but not hardcover. Okay, so D20. Do you ever travel with Marvel Champions? I don't travel with board games. Very rarely. Very rarely.
You just take your little switchy.
Yeah, I play video games. I just play the Switch. Hogwarts Battles from OP. Hardcover for looks and soft to read on the couch.
Yeah.
Booze with Gatorade. Also a great read.
Oh.
So what's your top 5 Stephen King books?
Oh my gosh, I have a blog post about this on my blog.
I wrote it.
I mean, like we both did.
I
Because
thought
you
I
did
wrote
your
it.
top 5 and I did
Oh, that's
my
right.
top
Yeah,
5.
we did. I just remember writing something.
Okay,
so
that's
I just remember that. Okay, I really enjoy the hero deep dive videos that you're doing. I appreciate it.
Are you going to go back to that question?
Well, you got to read chat so you're caught up. So that
Oh,
you're not
you
trying
never
to figure
do
it out.
that.
I
You
do it
always
literally all the
always
time.
ignore chat for a while.
Hollow Knight Switch. Let's go. Not a big Hollow Knight fan. Okay, so top 5.
It's Josh's like first comment, and you're just like, bah, terrible.
I'm sure Josh understands. All right, so my number 1 overall is The Stand for sure, 100%.
Okay.
What's yours?
Oh, we're doing Me Too? They didn't ask me.
They said you.
Oh, I guess
You're
they
you.
didn't specify.
Right, so. Have you ever played Breath of the Wild? Yes, I love Breath of the Wild.
I don't know if I can.
I like Tears of the Kingdom too.
I forget a lot of them. I'm just gonna go through some that I liked.
Okay, that's fine. You do your likes.
I really liked one of his
just
recent
understand.
ones was that was so funny. The third person just like God, that was amazing. It took me a minute to get it.
I'm doing it with the narrator sound in my head of like
from Arrested Development.
From Arrested Development, yeah. Josh didn't understand.
Oh man, that was like the funniest thing that has happened in a while. Congratulations, because man, that was good. Chat is the best.
Chat is the best.
Okay. Yes, 11/22/63 is up there. Is in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I really like The Institute, which was one of his newer ones that came out. It had like Stranger Things vibes. I thought that was really well done. I like. I couldn't finish it. It was too scary.
You like a bunch of his short stories too, right? I feel like Firestarter or something like that.
Oh, I love Firestarter. That's a good one. Thank you for that. I'm trying to think of what's on our shelves.
Well, you moved them all, so I can't picture the shelf.
I know. Give me yours again.
So I only give you one. So it's The Stand is number one by far. It's not even close. Number two is probably Dark Tower series, which I know you don't like. Well, you only read the first one.
You didn't.
But I really love that series. Then three is probably It. Up there. Nowadays, I don't know, I really like what is it? Demolition Man is pretty good.
Oh. Wait, I think I really like The Shining. Oh, because The Shawshank Redemption is one of his short stories, and that is fantastic.
That was good. The Shining's pretty good. I like it way more than the movie.
The book is fantastic.
Is way better than the movie. Like, way better. I know everyone loves that movie. After you read the book, I can't watch that movie again. I just don't think it's that good. But we did just see one of the few times a Stephen King movie was better than the book.
The Mist.
The Mist.
The Mist ending was far superior to the book.
It's so much better.
I also liked his other new one, Fairy Tale. I really liked as well. So I feel like there's a couple newer ones that I've enjoyed a lot.
Oh, wait. All right. If It Bleeds, Insomnia Institute, Joyland. Later Life of Chuck. Lizzie's Story was all right. Misery's good. Mr. Mercedes wasn't bad. That was kind of a weird thing he had going on.
Pet Sematary was creepy. Pet Sematary was one of the first really creepy books that I read.
The Regulators and the other one that kind of works with it. I forgot what it's called.
Something with a D.
Was that what it is? That wasn't bad. It was just kind of weird.
Okay, so yeah, I kind of have my top five. It was like 11/22/63, The Institute, The Shining. I did really like Fairy Tale.
Desperation. Thank you, Lord.
And I forget what the other one was.
No.
Oh, Firestarter.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
So, but yeah, we like him.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, going back through because there was a comment I wanted to respond to.
All right, I'm up where the highlight is. Is that where you are?
Oh wow.
I'm
way up there.
All right, so really quick with the Nintendo Switch, what games do I play? So I love Breath of the Wild. I like Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a big fan of all the Persona games. It's not really Switch per se, but I really like it. And I like Smash. We like Mario Party. We enjoy that. So that's a good one. And right now I'm just playing a lot of older games. Like the games I grew up with, like the old Final Fantasies and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, 11/22/63.
We also really liked the TV series. I thought that was well done.
Of 11/22/63?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. The rest are in cause. You guys really keep it up. Beast for Final Hero, Team Mystique.
This, if you like it darker, I just got that from the library 3 days ago. So I have that, and I'm excited to read it.
Yeah.
Wow, so you've read it already. That's impressive. Good to know that it's... Was there any specific short stories within that you recommended?
Forget.
We All Float Down Here.
We All Float Down. I remember hearing about it, but I haven't read it. Institute was very good. The Cell was good. The Cell was the one with the cell phone on it, wasn't it? Didn't The Simpsons mock that one? I think it was The Simpsons. I can't remember. It was something like it. And they were like, oh, we'll make this, like, ridiculous show about, like, oh, you have a cell phone, you flip over, and, like, oh, we're dead. And, like it was just, like, mocking it. And I can't remember if it was a movie. The Stand is good. Misery, Dark Tower. All right, so story time. We went to the Stanley Hotel where they filmed the movie and stayed there when you're on vacation. And I stole the key to the room because the room we got was 217, which if you read the book, you know is the correct room. But in the movie, it's room 237. To this day, I still have it on my keychain. My dad paid $70 for it back. Love the 80s.
Back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s. Love that.
That's so cool.
That is really cool.
I had no idea you could stay at that hotel. I would not.
It's... Wait, did they say where
in New
it
York?
was? I thought it was in, like, Denver. Or, like, Colorado area.
No, you're right. That would be right.
Denver.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's awesome.
And you've been to the Shawshank prison,
I was at the Shawshank prison. Yeah, it's in Ohio, where they filmed the movie. I was there for a work trip, and I made all my colleagues go along with me. And it was near Halloween, so they would turned into, like a haunted house type thing. Okay.
Thank you, voiceover guy.
It's just
all right, Sinjack, okay. Appreciate using your Prime sub.
Woo-hoo.
3 months. Enjoy that new badge. Thank you for the support.
So it was like a haunted house, and it was so awful. But it was cool to be there, I guess. Just, I wish we could have done like the normal tour. Yeah. Fun fact, did I tell you this? That Victor Hovland, the golfer, he's my favorite. He went there last week. Yeah. I was like, I love that.
Yeah. Dark Tower period. Agree. Josh understands
Beast will be the final hero.
Mystique. The only Stephen King I've ever read is The Jaunt.
I've never heard of that.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. Stand in It. Stand in It's good.
Hi, it's me, Ebby.
Ebby, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Pet Sematary. I like Pet Sematary.
Mm-hmm.
There was 12, so Two Dirty Bastards was good.
Oh, he's talking about the short stories.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
After that, Dark Tower. See, everyone loves Dark Tower series.
I don't.
She read the very first book, and
The Gunslinger.
Yeah, and if you...
I didn't understand it.
If you...
Didn't make sense.
No... Actually, you know what? We didn't talk that it's one of his best books? On Writing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal book.
I mean, like, not a novel. It's
just a book.
If you don't know, it's his...
half memoir, right?
Half memoir, half, like, writing instructions of just, like, how to be a compelling writer. And he incorporates his tips in with, like, the story of how he has written his different books. And it's short. It's not very long.
No, it's a short book.
But it is a phenomenal read. Of like, you kind of get some insight into how his brain works and like what was going on at different periods of his life while he was writing the books. And then his tips are also just really good.
Yeah.
So highly recommend that.
Yeah. But anyway, with The Gunslinger, I think he talked about it that he was really high on cocaine at the time. Like, really high. And it shows. And the problem is, he finally found that cocaine sweet spot for the next, like, 3 books.
Yeah.
And then he got really sober. Good. And then sober Stephen King's not nearly as good as drugged up Stephen King, unfortunately. So, I mean, he still has some good ones, but... I forgot the name of the short story, but the one with the Stand By Me was based on.
Oh, Stand By Me. Oh, yeah.
Simpsons did it. It's in the Estate Park part of Colorado. Okay. Then Clint Eastwood is Roland, basically. I think that was the inspiration, right?
The Body.
The Body. Spaghetti Western era Clint? Yeah. That's the best era. That's like the trilogy with The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, which I don't think you liked that movie, but there was 2 before it that were really good, too.
Is that... Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, no, Westerns really are my
This
thing.
is the content people come here for.
They know I'm good at my voices.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the meatball era. Remember it was like Italian?
The meatball era?
I know, I can only think of like, it was historical and they were Italian. That's what I meant my...
No, okay, it's an Italian director. Like, Clint Eastwood's very American.
Oh, no, I was talking about when we were doing Arkham Horror. And we went to like the Italian thing and it was historical.
I got you.
Because that was the other time I did voices.
The Body one, based off of The Prison, is awesome. The Body.
Oh, have you been there?
I heard The Life of Chuck that's getting ready to come out, of which was directed by Mike Flanagan. People said that's pretty good. It's one of the best Stephen King adaptations to come out. Nice.
Oh, that's fun. I will now be able to sleep. Oh, because we answered the question.
Oh, yeah.
Great job, folks.
We have to push through The Gunslinger once you get the drawing of the 3 really starts to pick up. It's always weird the drawing of the 3 is the second book. Like, whenever they number books like that, it always messes me up. Picks up, I mean, The Gunslinger could be a little bit hit or miss for people. Yeah. But the drawing of 3 is really good. It's really good. You should really try it. It's not even that long. Do you guys read any Brandon Sanderson? You've read...
Oh, I have.
Well, you read Mistborn.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And you liked it.
I liked it a lot.
So I read Mistborn. I liked it.
And they told me not to read the second one.
And I said, don't touch this book. It's not worth it. And I know people argue me about it.
I just read Tress of the Emerald Sea as well, which was supposed to be his take on like the Princess Bride type book. And that was fantastic. I loved it. It was adorable.
So basically with Sanderson, I like every first book of his series, and I hate the rest. Hate all of them. You gotta wake up. Nope. We have to play soon. Nope. So, yeah, I like the first book of every single series, and I hate the rest. I don't think he can write a lot of things, so I'm not a fan of his.
Wow, that was interesting. I'm trying to read Keith's comment. He writes in a corner because he feels like he has to write for an audience instead of in the middle of the room, because if you put yourself in the middle, it's like you're already have peaked. I don't know that I fully understand how that works, but it feels like something he would do.
Marlon, how's it going? Just logged into a Stephen King Gunslinger discussion.
Yeah.
Welcome. Mistborn Era 1, I really like the second book. Yeah, I couldn't do the second one. It was
I think I need to try it myself, because we do have very different tastes in books.
We do. Stormlight Archives from Sanderson is amazing. The first book is... The second book I did not like because they had to completely retcon the main character to make him fit this new storyline. Like, he is completely different as a person for no reason. And then the third book, I made it halfway through before I was like, I can't do this because they changed everyone again. He can't write consistently between books. He makes his characters change based on what he needs from the plot. It's really frustrating.
That's something I wouldn't pick up on. I don't like deep dive books that
because
much.
The thing is with the first one, The Way of Kings, it's like 800 pages, and half of them focus on this one guy, and he's this way for 400 pages. You're reading this guy as being one way, and then the second one, Words of Radiance. Thank you. He completely like it doesn't make any sense of why he is the way he is now. And they try to backfill it a little bit later in the book of like, oh, he's this, but like, it still doesn't logically make sense. Did you finish book 3 of Mistborn? Yeah, I pushed my way through it. Also did not like it. I like the second set of books after the 3 Mistborn books.
What
I have
were
not
those?
done those. They did like a second other series based in like the same world, right? Can we get a Arkham Horror Feast of Hemlock Vale review? I've yet to even open the box. So no. But I will be playing it soon. Can't talk about why. But I will be playing that soon. Ooh. Yeah. I like Words of Radiance way more than Way of Kings. A lot of people do, I think. But I just like his world building. I think his world building and his like magic building is top notch. So you just completely changes the characters in Devin. So you just completely changes the character in Devin. Completely different personality almost.
Back to what you were talking about.
Yeah, I think it's Caleb, right? Is the main guy, I think. I can't remember. It's been years since I read that book. But yeah, they just changed it. Book 3 was so good, couldn't even finish it. Wait.
I think you were talking about
No.
Mistborn 3.
Was he? Okay, if you're talking about Mistborn 3, no, it wasn't for me. If you're talking about Oathborn, or whatever it's called, Oathsworn, something Oath.
Oathbringer?
Maybe that was it. Also was not for me. King does great short stories.
Keith from 75 gifted a tier 1 sub to Marlon News Rex. They have given 29 gift subs in the channel.
Keith, thank you for the support.
Thank
I appreciate
you.
that.
And you got the guy to talk.
I guess he's off his 15-minute break. That's why. Yeah. I always tell my sister King would be a serial killer if he didn't write.
100%. Yeah.
George R. R. Martin should read that Stephen King book. George R. R. Martin's dead to me. I'm not a big Sanderson fan. My favorite author is David Gemmell.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'll have to look him up.
I have no idea who that is either. Leon, how's it going? Is it Friday? It's pretty close.
No, we're streaming tonight because we can't tomorrow. So I had the genius idea that we should stream on Thursday instead. But we are aware that it's Thursday, unfortunately.
Yeah. And Novel said, what if we don't play a game?
And just talk the whole time.
We just talk the whole time. And she embraces it. And she's done a good job of it.
I know I'm not going to be waking up at 6:07 a.m. by a child who can't figure out his iPad because he wants to watch YouTube videos.
What kind of YouTube videos?
Transformer.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
People playing with their Transformer toys and going it's like the soundtrack to our lives. So I can sleep in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stay up as late as we want. Talk about all these books I haven't read.
I started listening to The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I like Joe Abercrombie books. He has some really good ones. I'm a huge fan of his. No, The Blade Itself, it's a trilogy, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the trilogy. I really like that trilogy. Some of his other books are not bad, his older ones, but those are good. The First
James
Law,
Patterson.
that's what it is. James Patterson.
Good stuff. Yep.
He's a big author for a reason. A lot of people like him.
I was going to say, you used to read David Baldacci.
I like David Baldacci. Yeah.
Transformers noises in disguise. God, so true.
Martin is dead to me
Yeah,
too.
same with Patrick Rothfuss.
Yeah, he's dead to us too. Gemmell's definitely worth the read. Well, check that out. That'd be cool. I also like Scott Lynch, the
Republic of Thieves.
Well, no, the first one, which is
Liza Lachlan-Moore,
is one of my favorite books, and then the second one is like the Red Sky, whatever it was. But Liza Lachlan-Moore is one of my favorite books. It's really good.
Me too.
Yeah, we like that one a lot. See, we're just prepping them for the 24-hour stream.
Oh.
Because then you can do novels.
I feel like
notes.
they're fine on it.
Well, no, for you. Really, we're prepping.
Oh, we're prepping me.
But you're gonna be talking about books, I assume. So you should bring up your blog on the screen and just like read your articles.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun.
That's what D20 always does. Have Marvel titled and hook people to talk about books. Yeah.
That's so true.